Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our Arts of the AV class. Can't believe we're already going to be in May at the end of this week. We are progressing nicely, kind of reviewing some of our digital graphic techniques that we learned in Photoshop and translating them into Pixlr E assignments. And so far, I've been impressed. This last set, some of you did an excellent job with the cloning effect. Could not tell that they were cloned. Again, some of them were really nice. All right, this week we'll be using that spot heal tool that we used in our first assignment, except this time we're going to be using the infill option to kind of get rid of faces inside of graphics. There'll be sometimes a digital graphic artist that you'll be asked to kind of remove faces from your graphics due to oh, protection issues with minors or just people that don't want to be including it in the image, and it's up to you to kind of remove them. There's usually some tool in every graphic program, and in Pixlr, we're going to learn how to do that with one of the tools that we've already used in the past. So again, as always, start out with a stock search. You're going to search for San Antonio, Texas. Just San Antonio, Texas, and see what comes up. And I want you to use a Riverwalk picture. So if you put in San Antonio, Texas, and you scroll down, I want you to find one that has the Riverwalk with people sitting at the side or at the restaurants. If you don't see it in the first set, go ahead and click on your Load More button, and then just scroll down until you see that Riverwalk picture right here. It's going to be titled Riverwalk by Weston McKinnon on Unsplash. So when I open the Riverwalk graphic, remember we always want the web graphic for our purposes. Now, this is a nice and vibrant, the colors are pretty nice, but I'm more interested in making sure that we are getting rid of all the images, all the faces that we can easily see, like these faces right here, this one right here, this one. So all these little faces, you don't have to worry about the back of heads because we can't see their faces, so don't worry about that. Just all the faces that you can see. So we're going to go back to the tool that we used before, the heal tool. Remember, we used it to kind of sample different pixels around it and kind of fill it in. But this week, you'll be using that heal tool, and instead of the patch option with the heal tool, you'll be using the infill. It kind of creates a warping effect in going into what you select. So I'm going to go ahead and select the infill option, and I want to put my brush size. I'm going to lower it down because I want it to kind of match the size of the faces that I'm going to be clicking on. So you can start out with a 20. You can go a little bit lower, a little bit higher, depending on what you need. But I think I'm ready to start getting rid of those faces. So all I'm going to do is line my bullseye here in the center, click on him, and that face goes away. Kind of, it implodes, or it kind of collapses on itself. If you want to see what it does and what it's doing, go ahead and increase the size real quick. I'm going to put it at 80 so you can see it. And I'm going to do it with one of these windows. And notice my crosshairs a lot bigger. So watch what happens when I click on it with that 80. It's kind of taking that and, well, as it as the name implies, it's filling it inside um, to the center. So it's infilling it. And I could do that again, and it kind of creates that blur distortion effect. But I don't want to go ahead and do that. I want to leave that one right there, change my brush size back to a 20 or a little bit lower. 18 is fine. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and make sure I take care of all those faces that I can see so we don't get in trouble with anybody that sees their pictures and say, hey, I didn't give permission to take my face image and plaster it on the internet. And again, as digital graphics artists, you might be required to do this from time to time. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and take my time, and I'm going kind of fast right here. But, as long as you're centered in there, you can pretty much get all those faces that are in that graphic to infill. All right. Once you have all your faces, and I haven't got all of them, you can check the top floor of the terraces up here, but you can go ahead and make sure that you get all those faces infilled. Once you do that, go ahead and do it like you normally do. File save, download it, and call it infill. There we go. And then download it. Everything else is the same. And the image has been saved, and then you can go ahead and upload like you normally do. Again, um, just take your time making sure that you get all those images and then save it, and then you can upload your infill.jpg for this week's assignment. All right. I hope you've been enjoying these short little video tutorials. This one should be short um, as well. Again, it's things that we've kind of done in one shape or another in Photoshop. You're just kind of using this application that's online called Pixlr.